What is up, everybody? Dan and the Fireman here. Before we get into this MotoStars video, we do have a sale going on for the Smart Rider motorcycle training drills. It is a booklet full of a ton of drills, well, basically 20. When you get it, you get a downloadable version of the drill booklet on your phone also. So you get both. You can put this on your handlebars and practice in a parking lot, have a ton of fun, see how quick you can do them or how slow you can do them. And what you're doing is getting familiar with your bike and what it can and can't do. It's a lot of fun. But here, we're going to go into some crashes and close calls and try to figure out what happened, how it happened, and so that we don't make the same mistakes. But if they do a good job, we want to celebrate those and do what they did. This is a good visual learning exercise that we're doing here, using the after-action review process. Oh, somebody crashed. See if we can rescue that guy that crashed. So the main thing here that we want to do is stop any major bleeds. He is not getting up. Oh, he's getting up. Okay, good. Stop any major bleeds. Because that's a preventable way of somebody dying is that they just bleed out and nobody stops it. Not good. If they die because they have an internal brain injury, internal bleeding, or just full, like their lungs are punctured, they can't breathe, there's not much you can do. But when it comes to bleeding externally, you can stop that. That's something you could do to save their life. Also, you want to prevent any other accidents from happening.
Stay down, buddy.
By ensuring your own safety. So making sure traffic is aware that there are people right there. So having somebody kind of flag them down, like slow it down. Cars with hazard lights really help with that. I do want to point out, because I just filmed the basic motorcycle operation video for the MTC Rider Academy, is the engine shutoff switch. We don't really talk about some of that stuff, but this is why it's on the right side instead of having to take your hands off the handlebars and turn the key. If you're in a situation like this, or anywhere close, good job with the slow speed right there. You can practice on your drills. Instead of reaching down for the key, he just, that's it, shuts the bike off. Now you can turn the battery off because it shuts the engine off, but then you still have your battery running, so turn it off. So good job. Tell him to stay down. Good job. We want to keep his back aligned. Keep the helmet on unless he's not breathing, and then you can maybe do rescue breaths, but it's a full face helmet. It's going to hopefully stabilize his head and neck. You don't want to cause any further injuries, but do a quick assessment of his arms. Like just tell him, hey, I'm going to be touching your arms. And if you feel any wetness or if you see like any dark colors, he's probably bleeding out of that. Same thing with his legs. And then you want to check his chest and back also. He's not wearing full gear. Well, maybe he is, unless he's that buff. Probably has a armor underneath and then a long sleeve on top. That's not going to offer abrasion resistance, but it's going to offer some impact resistance.
Yeah, we calling him now.
All right, it's good.
He's wearing sweats. No, he's not wearing gear.
Stay down.
So his brain was kind of rebooting a little bit there. Now he's coming up. As long as he's talking, that's good. All right, having some fun here. Oh, we talked about this in the last video on this live stream. Please, stabilize. Roll off the throttle as best you can. Ooh. Good. You got some luck on his side on that one. Good job moving over on the right and seeing what's happening with your bike. So how does this happen? Many reasons. So high speed will do this, because once you give it some high speed, the front end kind of lifts a little bit, which means that suspension is kind of like lifted and then your tires are barely touching. Kind of like when you're running super fast on your tippy toes and you're barely touching the ground. That's kind of what's happening when you're riding at fast speed. And then if you hit anything, like a bump right there, you hit that little bump, it can cause an issue. Now, another thing that can happen is if your fork seals are leaking, you don't have any fork oil, and now the suspension's not working at optimal way. If you only have one fork leaking and the other isn't, it's going to cause some issues. So when your suspension does this, your handlebars do this. If they do this, your handlebars do this. So you want to make sure your fork seals are doing well. Also, your tire PSI could be super low or super high. It's not the right. But if all these factors are combined, there's a good chance that you're going to have a speed wobble. One of the big ones that we see, and that's why it's called a speed wobble, is because of a high speed. Another way this can happen is that stunters, you typically see it, at least on these videos, where they land it hard. They might land it at a weird spot, like maybe the tires turn just a little bit and they land it instead of landing straight. So when it lands like this, it's trying to correct itself, and you start to see that after landing a wheelie. So just be careful. And then if you're going to be doing, high speed, high risk and everything, make sure you acquire and use personal protective equipment just in case, because it looks like we don't have any with no gloves. We have a helmet because of the GoPro, but nothing else. You're going to rip your hands off. Oof. All right. Going a little fast on a really weird road. Don't like that ROAD. First motorcycle wreck. Oh. Not good. Did he fall down or did he take his helmet off? I mean, look at the road. I mean, it might be good when you're actually there, but it doesn't look that great. The asphalt's kind of tore up. Also, if you notice in the mirror, he doesn't have any gear. And we're probably going a little too fast into that corner with the terrible road. Oh. Yeah, you can roll off the throttle or give it some, but what if you stabilize? Oh no. Captain America, down. Send in the other Avengers. So he probably slammed the brakes because he's almost about to hit the other guy. Dumped the bike. Had to lay her down. Oh, man. Might have been a nice little Halloween ride. Hopefully that's a full suit. If that's a full suit, like a full leather suit, which it looks like it is, that dude got a nice custom suit. That's really cool. I love that. I don't know. I love it. I love it. All right, a little group ride.
After coming across a random group of bikers, quickly got a taste of ups and downs of group riding.
Randomly found these dudes. Bros are bros. Give it a little fist bump. Love it. Okay, these are stunters. Just take a look at the crash guards. So if you're gonna, yeah. Probably got sprayed a little bit with tire. Gonna have some fun. Oh, geez. Grab some traction. Let go of the brake a little bit. Everyone's having a good time. It's cool. Got to document their little magic memory. Hopefully he was able to share the footage with his buddy or with those new people. Because that's a funny thing. That's pretty fun. All right. Nobody got hurt. I'm glad. So we're all turning left. Good. Hopefully they're talking on their Cardo Pack Talk Pros. Link in the description for 10% off if you want to get that instead of the drill booklet. But he went a little too hard into that turn. A little too wide. Found some trash cans.
Oh my God. What the?
Hopefully he's doing fine. Go ahead and pick up the trash. Put the trash cans right side up. Don't just leave it there. Do you think he was trying to throw away his CBR? Is the side stand down? No. Bike's not starting. That's not good. All right, here we go. Oh, we caught fire. We're spraying. Something blew up. Coolant hose clamp was loose, resulting in coolant exploding all over my leg. That's hot. That's hot. That could burn. That can burn. Do exactly what she did. Just drop the bike and get off. You don't want to have second and third degree burns because of that. And just get off the bike. Deal with it. Whatever damage, extra damage you did. Yes, check in the leg. Because you immediately feel that. Oh. Could have been worse. It could have been oil. Just riding and minding my business. Tried to kick me off the bike. You don't have to do this. Just move on. 'Cause now your bike's in the middle of the road. See, one of the things that people get like a lot of confidence when they have that helmet on. Like if they hit me in the head, they're not going to be able to like, it's going to hurt their hand. But anybody watch hockey? They grab the mask sometimes and they control your body with the mask. So if he grabs that chin bar, he's controlling your whole body and with the other hand, just getting these good hits in. So be careful. Put your visor down so you can't grab. But still, just move on. Not a big deal. But you do you. You do what you want.
What started as an ordinary situation on the road took a turn when the driver in a hurry ignored.
Oh, we got a little open lane pattern. Truck might not want to be in front of the white. Whoa! So I was looking at that, but then the intersection, the left turner. So intersections, watch out for that too. So there's a lot of things that could be happening. I thought we were going to speed up, but there's a line of sight issue with the truck and that white car. White car did not see you. So good job with some good progressive braking. That's a really good progressive braking. That's really good. That's really good. Now, if you see that you might intersect, you might want to let go of the brakes and then continue so you don't get hit. But man, look, I want everyone to point out. So they do this at the MSF, and I think this is a good visual representation. This is one of the exercises where they show what your total stopping distance can be. We're going to go back just a little bit more. The moment he perceives, because that's part of total stopping distance, perception, reaction, and then braking distance. So first you have to perceive the vehicle or whatever's happening. Then you have to react by squeezing the front brake. And then you have braking distance. That's your total stopping distance. But look at this.
The road took a turn.
So we're going to apply the brakes before even getting into the intersection.
Almost cut his ride short in not so pleasant way.
So right here, we apply the brakes. We're going 50. This is why it was really good. So he perceived, and now he just reacted. So we're not going to stop before the intersection. You see what I mean here? We're not going to stop before the intersection. We're going to stop in the intersection. So sometimes it might be better just to power through it, but he did a great job with the braking. This just shows the limitations of what your braking can do. Braking's still important. And so we're going to apply the brakes, apply the brakes, apply the brakes. We see how the weight transferred. The camera angle went up and over a little bit. So our weight's transferring to the front. We're gaining more and more traction so you can squeeze harder and harder and harder. And then we're going to stop here in the middle of the intersection. If he was going faster, he would have probably stopped up here while still trying to slow down. So, I mean, good job on this rider for really good progressive braking. But thankfully, this driver also stopped. And so if we had to, we can let go of the brakes. And if we needed to, accelerate to get ourselves out of this. But that was really good. That was really good. Good braking. Really good braking. Practices braking in a parking lot using the Smart Rider drills. Link in description. Mustang forgets to check before switching multiple lanes. It's a Mustang, guys. They try to hit people. Yeah. If you see that happening, don't get near him. Night ride cut off by Uber driver in a Tesla. Okay, interesting music. I'm unsure if this is copyrighted music, so we're going to go ahead and do this. So they're switching lanes. Go ahead and roll off the throttle. Nice little Honda Rebel, right? Yeah, that's a Rebel. I love that little Rebel. Just don't fight for the lane. Just move over or allow them in and get behind them. Not a big deal. Not a big deal at all on this. You don't have to have an argument. We're going to move on. We don't need to have arguments because we can't even hear it anyways. And then we are good to go. Looks like we're out on a track. This is where you want to practice your high-speed skills. So the Smart Rider drills are sort of slow speed in a controlled environment. This is high speed in a controlled environment. That happens, but they have EMS on site. And if you notice, there's no cliff on the side. There's no guardrails on the side. There's no cross traffic. There's no oncoming traffic. It's just a one-way track. So this is why it's a controlled area. It is a nice track too. So he went up and over. Hopefully everyone's fine. They got EMS on site. Or at least they should.
Poor visibility and high speed made up.
Poor visibility.
Tricky for the two riders ahead. They're lucky that the oncoming driver.
Sharp right turn coming up. Oh, both of them dumped it. I wonder if there was something on the road, a road surface hazard there. Because they both fell at the same time. You saw that?
That the oncoming driver spotted them just in time.
Yeah, they both fell. They both fell at the same time. And you wouldn't be able to see that road surface hazard in time, and that's why, as a smart rider, we acquire and use personal protective equipment just in case. Now, this rider that has the camera is the only one that is not part of the incident, so it's their job to rescue two different people. Hopefully they're up and moving.
Hey, he's got a nice jacket.
Yeah, he's got our jacket. Same jacket we got.
Good. All right, it's just before the deer encounter. Oh, dear. Ooh, good job with the reaction time on that. And I just nearly shat my pants. That's called a brown stage where there's a little bit of panic, but he didn't panic. Did not panic. He applied really good progressive brake pressure on that. You can do it quickly, but thankfully, I mean, maybe he has ABS and good tires. But it is really good. Good job. Oh, don't drop the bike. This is where parking lot skills come in handy. Oh, we're going too fast backwards. Don't like it. Oh, good thing she's got butt and hip armor. That'll help mitigate some of that stuff. So turn around, lift it up, backwards. Put the side stand down. Once you get it vertical, you should be good to go. That's the problem with Flintstoning it too much. Once you have enough, let's go back to this. So right here, you have, even before that. So you're backing out. Right here, you have enough to turn your handlebars left and then get yourself out of that spot. You don't have to have it perfectly so that you can go straight. At this point, you're gonna have to do you can do a sharp left turn from a stop, and you can get yourself out of there. My goal is to not Flintstone as much as I possibly can. I want to use the bike. It has power. I can do slow speed stuff. That's where the Smart Rider drills come in handy, so you can see what you can do. And it's really fun to practice your tight turns from a stop. So just turn those handlebars, counterweight a little bit, friction zone, throttle control, look where you want to go. And you can get yourself out of some really tight spots. Yeah, I'm short too. Flintstoning is hard. Thankfully, that's why I got the Honda Rebel 500. I can flat foot it. But still, it's a weird, awkward thing to walk it backwards. And so right here, when she was trying to lift it up, so what you can do is grab the handlebar and then your right hand on the handlebar and your left hand back here, and you get behind it. So the bike's right here on this side. You get behind it and you start walking it up. And when you walk it up, it's a little easier using your legs, not your back when you're trying to deadlift it. Unless you can deadlift heavy stuff. All right, here we go. Luring out our speedo, probably going a little fast side of the vehicle right there. What are they gonna do? Swerve. Good job with the new position for safety. Moved out of the way, but if we slow it down a little bit, we might not be in that situation.
This situation is a good reminder of why it's important to keep a safe distance and stay focused on the road.
You see the brake lights up ahead, right? Good job, found the escape. That person was being a dum-dum. They stopped for no reason.
Dropped the package right there. I'm good.
Oh, they dropped it.
Yeah, somebody dropped the package right there.
Good job. So I said no reason, but he's saying somebody dropped a package. Let's see. Yeah, there's that object in the road. Oh, did that person hit the package? Got close. But here's what I'm talking about when it comes to having a good space cushion. So this is the best way I can explain it, and I do it all the time. If you're really close to somebody, you see how you can't see around the person or the fingers or the person. Let's say this is the car right here. You can't see very far around them. But if you decrease, you see how you can see around, or if you increase your space cushion, you can see around them. And so right here, I want to have a better space cushion so I can see around them. It looks like we can see a little bit, but one thing I look for is if not just the person in front of me applying the brakes, but if I see brake lights ahead of that person, because they're gonna do brake lights soon. I want to react a lot sooner. So I see brake lights right here.
To keep a safe distance and stay focused.
Watch the car in front. So they have brake lights, and they're getting bigger. They're getting bigger. Now they brake. That person did an emergency maneuver in that car. They're stopped. So now we're gonna have to find an escape. What are we gonna do? I think our buddies are on our right. We have a great opportunity where that person took it. And then now we're swerving into that lane at a good speed. We're slowing down. So good job. Now we're in oncoming traffic, but I would have done this anyways. Now at this point, I would just do a quick, there's nobody coming, I'd do a quick U-turn, get back and do a quick U-turn to get back with my group on the oncoming, or in the right traffic, the right lane. And you can, I keep saying it, practice slow speed drills. This is where it can come in handy because you're gonna have to do that U-turn quickly. Smart Rider drills.
Somebody dropped the package right there. I'm good.
Or go into the parking lot if we can.
Damn, dude.
Yeah, because This is dangerous right here. There you go. He's gonna do his U-turn. Very good. Having some fun. Sharp left turn. Getting her knee down, baby. Ooh, probably lost a little traction. Got shot out to the other side. I think we're fine. We're gonna keep moving. Maybe check our pants a little bit. Yeah, we lost a little traction on that. Intersection. We're gonna do a left turn. Oh, we got cops. Couldn't see you. Sometimes that happens. I've driven ambulances and fire trucks, and that's why they go slow through the intersections.
Dude.
Not a big deal. Not a big deal. Move on. Move on. You're doing good. You're doing good. Now you're holding up traffic. What do we got here? Somebody came over the line. Okay. This is why we position ourselves in a good position for safety here. So we're on the left side. All we had to do is switch over one lane position, and that's it. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. It's like this was, I'm about to die. No, you're fine. At the time, it seems like it, but when you really look at it, it's not that big of a deal. There's another person coming out. Good job. New position for safety. We accelerated out of that. You could choose that or apply the brakes, but at this point, you see how he's going faster? So right here, we see this. Somebody at the side of the vehicle coming out. Now we're on the left side, so part of planning our ride is we located. This is a relevant threat. It's becoming an active threat, so we have to put ourselves in a brand new position for safety, and he's just going to switch to the other side. Now we have a space cushion to our left so that we're not going to hit this person, but slowing down, either letting them in could work, or moving over into the bike lane a little bit and then accelerating or doing what he did, accelerating, but make sure you get yourself back to the flow of traffic and the speed limit afterwards, because if we continue our speed here, we put ourselves at risk for the next intersection. So once we finish through, slow it down. Switching over, they switched over too. So we found an escape, very good. Apply the brakes, allow them all the way in, get back into our lane, nice head check, nice head check. Open lane pattern for us, right? We just took that open lane, but we did a head check. So very good. Heavy traffic. Don't want to ride here. This does not seem fun. Oh, not smart, dude. Not smart. Don't be doing that. Okay, merged into us. We switched over. Very good. Move on. Jamming to Bad Bunny, then Sut. Oh, that's going to be copyrighted music. All right, here we go. Oh, geez. We're on an e-bike. Looks like an e-bike. That person opened the doors. Don't pass on the right because of stuff like that. Now, they're at fault, but it's our safety is our responsibility. So just kind of wait a little bit. It is a bike lane, though. That's a weird... Yeah, they're at fault. They're at fault, but just be careful of that. High traffic, person's going to merge into our lane. They have their indicators. Okay, good. Maybe they left it on. Somebody up ahead, something happened? No? As we're talking on our cardos, we can all coordinate where we're going. Don't fight for lanes. Don't get into a fighting match with the car. Not a big deal. Okay, we're waiting for our left turn. Hopefully nobody hits us from behind. That's a big fear. He's got high-vis gear. Okay, somebody's... Oh, they're going. They're supposed to yield to us. How come they didn't see us? I don't know. But good job moving out of there. Gonna grab himself his monthly supply. Lady runs after hitting 2 cars. Uh-oh. Hey, you're not supposed to be doing that. That's oncoming traffic. Oh, geez. We're gonna go find that person. What did they do? Oh, we're going crazy. Wow, this guy's got some skills. He's probably had some fun.
I need you to call 911 on that person. They just got into a hit and run.
Like I already called the cops.
Then go back. Go back.
Be careful. Just get their license plate. If it's not stolen and it's registered to them, then they'll find them. They have their address and everything on file.
Witnessed a hit and run. It is a black GMC.
So you can call 911, have your phone on the handlebars, talk on your cardo.
Holy smokes. And she's gone. Actually on lunch, so if you wanted to have one of the officers after they, finish the scene or do whatever, just come over there. Well, I got my Taco Bell order waiting on.
Good jobs. Taco Bell order. Good job on the slow speed U-turn, especially switching into gravel like that. So, interesting video. There are some stuff in the description if you want to check it out. But I hope you guys ride safe, be safe, and you don't do a lot of these things. Be a smart rider. coordinate and be cooperative with traffic, and make sure you slow it down just a little bit, okay? Have fun. I'll see you guys later.